Hear me? Okay. Um, Let me check something. I wanted to come on. Okay. I wanted to come on and to talk about a live. I heard from Hassan last night, and he has had these confrontations with Momma Duck, who is the mother of FBG Duck, a drill rapper out of Chicago. And they've had these confrontations before. I don't know that they know each other, but I know they had a discussion before, and he really talks to her like he is her oldest son, right? Now, I can see if her children were online and they had their own YouTube channels or what have you, or whatever platforms, and they felt a way about hearing about their mother in this club or what have you, then yeah. But I'm trying to make the connection with this, with Hassan and this woman, because she's a grown woman, he's a grown man. You don't know her. Um, why do you feel that it's necessary for you to use the tone? That was my thing, because I kind of get what he's saying, but she stayed. I feel like because he's already had these conversations with her before as well, so let's keep that in mind, that he probably could have contacted her on the back end, right? Like he didn't have to go public with this with this conversation. He could have said something to her like, let's talk about it. I come on your platform, you come on my platform, and let's discuss what just happened or something like that. Maybe because they don't have a good relationship, maybe he just feel like he can't reach out to her like that. I don't really know. But even not liking her or whatever it is he's trying to say, you still could have said what you had to say on the back end. Like, I felt like this is not your mother, this is not your aunt, so um the tone was kind of, it just didn't make sense to me. Um Now the story is, from what I tried to gather up of it. She went to a club, and she said it's on World Star Hip Hop. I put the link in the description for this video. And if you guys want to see the video, I can't put that video over here because it's gruesome. She's not in the video though, and I was looking for her in the video. That's the only reason why I was watching it. There was a shooting at this club, and two people were they're no longer with us. And so you can actually see the people getting, and at first because I was so busy looking, trying to spot her in the video, I wasn't paying attention to what I was watching. And then when I went back to look at it again, and that's when I saw that the bodies on the floor and the blood pool, building. And I was like, oh no, I can't take that over there. I couldn't, I'm not going to post it. But it is on World Star Hip Hop if you guys wanted to the but like I said, I was looking for her and I didn't see her in the video. She, in her video this morning, because she went live this morning and she was kind of like saying what she had to say back to Hassan. But she was also giving the breakdown. So the story is coming from her because, YouTubers we tend to take things and build them the way we view them and with our own opinions about the situation. So she was just kind of, saying why she was in the club and, the fact that she didn't know the club was like that, and the club was outside of Chicago, and she did not feel like there was some type of hit on her or anything like that. But I see other YouTubers are kind of building their own, they putting their own stank on it, right? And they just making it what they want to make it. And I think Hassan was saying something about somebody after her too. And I think he was saying, yeah, he was just saying, he was saying a bunch of stuff. And she was just saying the information is not right that people are putting out here. But I'm gonna let you guys listen to a couple of minutes of what he had to say, and then I'll let you guys listen to her. And then I want to come back and talk about something else where Hassan is concerned. Oh, wait a minute. That's not it. Did I not get? Can you? Maybe I don't have it. Let me see if I can find him. I'll just play the audio for you guys. Because he was saying a whole lot of stuff, and I can understand. And he said a whole lot of stuff in 7 minutes, believe it or not. Believe it or not, because his video is only like 7 minutes, 7 minutes long. But he was okay. Let's see what happened. For whatever reason, the audio is not on there. I'm gonna turn the music on for a minute, you guys.
I'm Serenity.
Just not box rocked to leave the other 5. You lost 5. You got 5 kids that's crying forever because they're missing their siblings. And you put yourself in a situation that I try not to put myself in a situation. I'm a soldier, and I try my best to avoid certain spots that I know certain energy is going to be at. The type of dudes that I be around with now, we look for the grown and sexy. You in a spot with drill. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for being over analytical and saying, yo, this woman lost 5 kids. She got something to live for. Why are you putting yourself in life and death situations? You are not a record label. You are not a record label. You're 5 minutes away from Section 8 and welfare. But scratch that, allegedly. But scratch that. You are a mother. Well, you're supposed to be a mother. And when it comes to your track record, you are failing miserably. Then you put yourself in the highway to the danger zone. You put yourself in the danger zone. Hit him in the head with the headshot. She's in the club. 6 people in and out. 3 people got their snot box rock. I can picture her now. Trying to catch her breath running out of that club. It is what it is, man. Do y'all get my drift? Talk to me in the comment section, because today I'm going to talk back on this topic. What?
Okay. So, like I said, he had a whole lot to say in 7 minutes. And I do get what he's saying, but, you have to, I agree with her as well. I'm going to play what she had to say. Yeah, I'm going to play what she had to say, and then I'll come back and make my final comments on this, the whole in the club situation, because she kind of explains why she was there. And like people were telling her in the comments, she's a grown woman. She don't, none of us, an explanation of why she's doing anything. Um, but let me let you guys listen to her.
Number 5, you lost 5. You got 5 kids that's crying forever because they're missing their siblings. And you put yourself in a situation that I try not to put
Excuse her
myself in a
language because she gonna go
situation.
in on
You're
it.
five.
I'm
You're
a soldier,
4'11".
and I
Wouldn't
try my
nobody even
best
see you in
to
the club,
avoid
little
certain
man.
spots that I know certain energy is going to be at. The type of dudes that I'll be.
First of all, this incident was not happened by nobody from Chicago. Okay. This was some suburban ass shit. However way it happened, it wasn't even no Chicago shit. So everything, it was some Illinois shit though. It was some Illinois shit. But it wasn't no Chicago shit. It was some Chicago shit. Now let's finish. Hold on.
Now we look for the grown and sexy. You in a spot with drill. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for being over analytical and saying, yo, this woman lost 5 kids. She got something to live for. Why are you putting yourself in life and death situations? You are not a record label.
How you know? How you know I don't got a record label?
You are not a record label. You're 5 minutes away from Section 8 and welfare.
I'm 10 minutes away from being off Section 8 because I'm about to be able to buy me a house. So you're late. I'm about 5 minutes to Section 8. I'm almost 10 minutes away from being off Section 8. Hold on.
But scratch that, allegedly. But scratch that. You are a mother. Well, you're supposed to be a mother. And when it comes to your track record, you are failing miserably. Then you put yourself in a high.
This the same man who won't support his son because of his sexual preference. He disowned his son, yet he messed with people who are just like his son. And I'm sending a bogus message.
Away to the danger zone. You put yourself in the danger zone. Hit him in the head with the headshot. She's in the club. 6 people in and out. 3 people got their snot box rock. I could picture her now. Trying to catch her breath running out of that club.
I get tired of talking to y'all too much, so he might be right about that. I'm running for my life, bitch. Carl Lewis would have been out of breath. You dumbass piece of shit. Go find the rest of your motherfucking height. That's what you do while you trying to find fame off me. Go find the rest of your... Get you some surgery that's going to make your ass 6 inches taller so you can look me in the face when you talking to me, little man.
So number one, is he really that short? I don't know. I've never seen I don't know how tall Hassan is. He don't look that short to me, but maybe he is. I don't know. But she had me tickled about that. Um Now she said that she was running out the club, so she did get her FloJo on, okay? And some other YouTuber named Miss Lowdown, she talking about she was FloJo and so her she left her daughter. I don't know, but the daughter is an adult as well. And people can say whatever they want to say until you're in these situations. You don't know how you're going to respond to them, okay? So that's it, and that's all on that. My whole thing, my message, and what I wanted to say about Hassan, and if he hear this or if he don't, people know that you have a few coins over there, okay? And then y'all out here with this liability insurance. Um, you need to be careful with the defamation, because she was explaining how she lost her 5 kids, and it's not to no street violence. So if you didn't know that stuff that you were saying for sure, you probably should not have said that. Like, y'all didn't learn nothing from Cardi B and um, you know, with this whole defamation lawsuit. So I don't know. because you're kind of defaming her by saying that, by making it sound like she, she'd raised these kids and they was all into all this street life and all this stuff. And she was saying that stuff, this what he was saying in that video wasn't true. And number one, she should know, right? She gave birth to these children and they are her kids, so she know their stories and she know however they left, she know how they left. And if he don't even know her, then how would he know? Just to say that because you know about one son or maybe two, because I think she said two, it's two boys, but that, it doesn't mean that you know that about all of her whole story like that. And so that's definitely defamation because she is, like it or not, a public figure, just like you are a public figure. I'm speaking to about of Hassan. So it's the same thing. Like you can't just sit out here and defame this lady and talking about she lost all her kids to street violence, to and this it's just not true. The way you're painting that picture. So she definitely, could look into that now. I don't know. I don't know if y'all on the internet playing, because I know people do go back and forth for the clickbait. I don't know if this is real or if it's, Memorex. But um, yeah, I was just listening to her explain that because this morning she was just kind of explaining how she lost three of her kids. So she, to kind of pretty much say what he's saying is not true. Um, and I know O'Shea Duke Jackson is good at doing that as well, but she really do not have to let you guys sit out here and just lie on her like that, because that is just bold-faced lies. If you don't even know this lady and you really don't know how she lost her kids, for you to pretend like you do know. Because I know O'Shea was talking about she wrecked up a car and he had all kind of stuff going over there. Uh, So I don't know. I think that, and both of y'all got a few coins. She might want to start talking to some lawyers, and that'll probably shut you guys up. Um, yeah, because I think that is one thing for you to feel away. Like, look at her out here in the club when the club gets shot up. Because World Star Hip Hop, they also reported on this, so it's not like Hassan put that out there. Um, but let's use what we know and what we don't know. Let's just not pretend like we know when we don't know. Right? That's my whole point. um, like I said, that video is disturbing. Now she is saying that she is trying to fine artist, and so maybe that's why she was out. Well, she said that is why she was out at the club. And she, she's trying to get into whatever is going on, so she can introduce herself and she can meet people and meet, see what's going on today, get the vibe of, how the music flows and what they're into. So yeah, she would have to probably put herself in these places. Maybe not that place, maybe not that place or any place else that's allowing people to take firearms into the room. Because I'm like, how did they even get these things in the club? Number one, it kind of looked like a restaurant anyway. It didn't really give me. It looked like a restaurant that they turn into like a nightclub or bar type vibe, I guess, at night. I don't know. Um, but she said it was outside of Chicago, so nobody was after her. Um, I guess people knew that she was going to be there, but she when she said when all the fighting and stuff started, she just hauled her behind up out of there, and I guess her daughter was there with her as well. So yeah, I mean maybe her and her people should look into what's safe, what's not, what's just people that are just into the music. And then there's other ways to get to artists and stuff now, especially with Spotify out here and even YouTube. I mean, it's probably hard to find their pages unless they're popular. However, there's also hip hop blogs out here that are here on YouTube and other platforms as well, that she can kind of get announcements out through them, right? I don't know if they're going to charge her or if they will just let her come on their platform and talk about what she's trying to do. That's another way to get the word out to where she don't have to deal with that these environments that she, like he said, she really don't need to be in. And he's right, she don't need to be in going up into all of that. But I don't think Hassan needs to. I think she already knew that. Number one, let me say that she's a grown woman. She already know that. Um, she didn't need Hassan to talk to her in that tone. Is kind of what I really wanted to say with that. Um, Let me know what you guys think about all of this. What do you think about what Hassan, how Hassan be handling people, and then you be wondering why people be after, why people be after him? Like you need to, he needs to cut it out. And then the other part of what I wanted to talk about is who is this girl? I know I said I was gonna put this in my YouTube junk, which I'm gonna come back with the YouTube junk video as well. But since I was gonna touch on this with him and Mama Duck, I just separated this out. But who is this? Like, I don't know. I've seen her in you know, I see his videos. They come down my timeline. Sometimes I really don't have time to watch people's videos as much as I used to. But I noticed that this lady has been sitting with him 2 or 3 videos, and even the video the last one I was just watching, I don't recall him introducing her as far as who she is and why she's there. They just kind of get into whatever the conversation, whatever the conversation is. So I don't know. Is she like a co-host now with him, or is he trying to develop artists? Is he turning into artist development? I don't know, because I don't know if was I on his page. I might have been on. I don't know how I saw the video, but there's a video of her rapping, and so I was like, oh, okay, maybe she is an artist, and maybe that's why she's sitting there. I don't know. You guys can let me know if you guys know, if you have details on that, and who she is, and yeah, I was like, oh, he got a co-host now. He got a co-host now. He put somebody else's life in danger. He puts somebody else's life in danger along with his. I mean, what's really going on? Anyway, let me know what you guys think about what Mama Duck had to say as far as what Hassan was saying, and go over to her channel to hear her full conversation. Because, like, you can see her stop in the video, and in each part, you know, she will stop and kind of speak to what he's saying. And like I said in the beginning, she kind of explained how she lost her children, and so her story is not adding up to what Hassan said. Okay. And so he needs to be careful with that, because people can't hit you with defamation. She may not even be thinking in those terms, but you know, somebody else might mention it to her. Um, anyway, let me know what you guys think about what he had to say. I think the lady is an adult. She's old enough to understand that there are certain environments that she probably don't need to be in. I think that she gets that. I don't think she needs anybody to explain it. She probably know better than he knows, right? So I think, like she said, she just didn't know. She didn't know the club's reputation. Obviously, this is not her generation. So she didn't. And I'm sitting here like, how did these people get these weapons up in the restaurant or club or whatever it was? Anyway, if you're going to turn your restaurant into a club, you should have security. You should have people that are patting people down, especially, you know, if you're located in a certain area where certain things happen. Like, I don't know why that wasn't in place. And I don't know what Illinois or wherever city it is, what they're going to do or say about that, since 2 people lost their lives there. Um, but yeah, like that didn't make sense. So she probably didn't know. She probably, maybe somebody said, let's go over there and see what the vibe is like, what they listening to. You know, I don't know. But I believe her. I don't think that she didn't go in there like he tried to make it like she was in there to turn up. She wasn't. So anyway, but she need to be looking for the girl who's sexy. For the girl who's sexy. He is fine. I can't with Hassan sometimes. Let me know what you guys think about this conversation, and I will see you guys in the next video.